Only one man and his trusted companion can save planet Druidia from disaster.
The beloved Star Wars spoof Spaceballs turns 30 on June 24th, and THR's own Ryan Parker chatted extensively with the film's lead Bill Pullman about the fondest and funniest memories of his time on the Spaceballs set. Pullman was 32 years old when he signed on to the Mel Brooks comedy and was an unknown actor with only one credit to his name. He landed the role of Lone Star after both Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise turned the part down. The actor reminisces to Parker about how the crew worried that working with the special effects blue screen could potentially make them pass out or go blind, a memory that still has him in fits of laughter. Pullman explains, "They had a belief back in those days that the blue screen was bad for your eyes. I can't remember if it was Mel or the assistant directors who heard this, but they would call cut and everyone would put on their sunglasses." Now, even though they were warned the screen could damage their optic nerve or make them pass out after a while, some of the actors ditched the sunnies because, as Pullman points out, it was so hard to work the comedy in between takes when everyone was wearing sunglasses. Pullman speaks fondly of his late co-star John Candy, who played the Chewbacca-inspired Barf, saying that acting opposite him was one of the great joys of making the film. He also said that Candy had a tough time, at least to begin with. Speaking of one of the first scenes in the film where the unlikely duo is introduced, Pullman tells Parker, "That was a trying day for John. He wanted to play it a certain way, Mel wanted it a different way, and then he had to deal with the mechanical issues of the ears and tail. John's sense of comedy was so ephemeral, it was these shy, short moments, and there was real difficulty delivering that while trusting the ears and him wanting more control over the tail."
I am the keeper of a greater magic.
The Force?
No, the Schwartz.
Despite these frustrations, Pullman admires that Candy was a consummate professional who never yelled or got angry, calling it a testimony to his character. Fans will no doubt find it interesting that although Pullman was playing a Han Solo-esque character, he hadn't actually seen Star Wars at the time. "I missed it the first time around," Pullman explains. "I just needed Mel to tell me what was going on. I didn't need to see Star Wars to know what the whole thing was." On the subject of Brooks, Pullman reveals that he had a very interesting way of dealing with those pesky creative walls. "Mel used to do these power naps where he'd lay down for just 5 minutes, and I have never seen anything like the spirit that would return to him," Pullman explains. "He'd come back with all of these great ideas and solve problems. It was quite dazzling." Head to THR.com and check out Ryan Parker's full interview with Bill Pullman for a lot more, including the Mel Brooks words of wisdom from 30 years ago that still stick with the actor today. And tell us, what are your favorite memories of seeing Spaceballs 30 years ago? Or are you a new fan to the hilarious parody? Who's your favorite character? Tell us all your thoughts in the comment section below. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez, and may the Schwartz be with you.